but I remember when I had first watched the first episode, every single moment that there was this tiny Filipino thing, like, you know, when Tony says like, ingat or paalam or whatever, I'm like, oh, that's Filipino. And then even like the Jollibee, like, those are all things that all of us picked up so succinctly because we never see it. And for us, that was a huge deal. And so I remember, you know, watching the trailer, watching the first episode, and these are things we're gonna talk a little bit more in the next panel as we kind of discover the narrative and the nuance of the writing, but it was seen by everyone because we never see that on TV. So again, the nuance, I think it's so crazy and so amazing to see. You have it on the set, you have it from the inception, you have it, you know, to the end product. And you know, just to have this room full of, you know, Asian Americans, Filipino Americans, Filipinos is really a testament to all the work and intricate detail that you all put. So again, we applaud all of you on the work. Yeah. So the next question I have is for all of you, but on different sides. So Miranda, we want to hear, what was your casting process like? And then afterwards, we want to hear both from Martha and Faith, what was your audition process like?
Actors, pay attention.
We actually did quite a broad search for Tony's character. She was originally named Reina. And we did look in Los Angeles, New York, Toronto, Vancouver, Australia, no, the UK. And you know, but it was tough. It was tough because, you know, they want somebody who has enough experience that they can, you know, trust that they're going to be able to be the lead of a show. But of course, well, who's had that experience because they haven't had the opportunities? So it was a real challenge. It really was. And so, you know, when we found Elodie, she's just an amazing, extraordinary talent. And so we felt like, you know, she has all the qualities we're looking for. And so we cast her. And of course, we didn't want to say, well, play Filipino when you're not Filipino. So we just like, but I didn't want to lose our Filipino family. And so it's like, well, there's actually a lot of Southeast Asians who go to the Philippines for medical school because it's an Americanized system. And so it's like, we're just gonna build a backstory that makes sense, that, you know, basically Tony went to medical school, she married Marco, and then, you know, we got Fiona. So you know, so despite not being able to cast a Filipina in the lead, we actually got our second lead, which is Fiona. And I gotta say this, because every time, like, especially year one, like every script we handed in, they're like, well, how can we get more Tony and Fiona? Because they really saw, like, right from the pilot, like, that's the heart and soul of this show, is Tony and Fiona and this family that they're holding together. The fact that they'll do anything for their kids, and they're this, you know, they're the rock for each other. And so it actually, because of what you brought, we actually ended up writing more and more for you guys.
Sorry, what was the question?
What was your audition process?
Oh yeah. The audition process. I mean, for me, I was just taken aback just listening to that, because it's always just kind of still so unreal to me that we have this show that is at the forefront. And it's just, I mean, clearly getting a third season is just amazing. Yeah. So, it's awesome. So my process was really awkward because it was COVID. I was like teaching online and everything, and then they're like, no, you have an audition. I was like, well, what do you mean? There's no productions. And it was just my sister and I, and all I had was my bathroom because I live in New York, we're on the bottom floor, and you could hear everything out there. So I just got my blue screen, and my sister was in the corner, and I got my computer and just taped it, and hopefully the lighting was really good, and I couldn't move around. And it was just that one thing, and so everything, all my auditions were shot in the bathroom. So this is what I'm saying, it's like, it's not about, you know, so many fancy things, it's just about your passion for the character, the way you want to express yourself through it, and everything will come through, even if you're in the corner of a really small bathroom in Brooklyn. You know?
We had to give the note. Can she turn her head the other way? We're like, is there something wrong? she had to admit she's in her bathroom.
Yeah, it was a live audition eventually. Thank you. Yes, thank you for reminding me that. After the tapes came through, they said, well, they finally want to see you, the producers. And I was like, oh my God. And it's like my camera's on top of the washing machine that's stuck in there and everything, and my sister's just in the corner, like. And so that's what I'm saying, guys. It's all about just being creative, being open to the work, and just trusting that you're going to do a good job, and they're going to see it, even if you are just struggling with the elements. But I remember Michael Offer just discovering that I was in the bathroom. He's like, "Are you sitting on the toilet?" I'm like, no. I'm behind the shower. But even then, when I finally got out to actually do the chemistry read with Elodie, I was scared. My blue screen kept falling on my head, and I'm just like, oh my God. So going back to audition processes, just trust yourself. Really trust yourself, regardless of everything, all the elements that's happening. They're going to see that, you know, if you're right for the role, you're right for the role. So, you know.
Your talent shine through.
Persistence.
Okay, my audition process, I was also auditioning during quarantine, so everything was online. It was fully online. I sent in a tape. I was doing my little scene, doing my thing, and it was fine. And I didn't really hear anything back until I think a week later. And then I had a Zoom call with I think it was you, and it was Melissa, who's also co-writer of the show, and who else? I'm not sure, but it was very online. I'm everywhere. But it was all online, and it was really, really quick, which was really weird for me because in the past it's kind of been very dragged out, and it was like I was going for roles that were kind of fit me, but I wasn't fully into it, you know? But I remember I texted my mom and I was like, I need to do this one. I need to get this. I need to do this one because I feel that I feel it's right for me. And yeah, I feel like my main thing is like when it is right for you, it will happen. And if it's meant for you, then it's meant for you, and there's nothing that can change that. There's no element that can change that, you know? Yeah.